All right. Well, I'm going live on YouTube for the first time, giving this a shot now. And I'm so grateful to be here. My name is Ria Cherie Faila. I was born Sherry Renee Burns, changed my name to Ria Magdalena Cherie, and then got married and shifted my name to Ria Cherie Faila. And I have much to share. I set my intention a long time ago to be a channel, much in the way we were receiving messages. And I connected with the Abraham Collective along my journey and realized that it was I was here to channel. And well, I went very quickly from channeling the collective and individuals within it to suddenly not just channeling, but I'll call it avataring. Beings come fully into my body and give me their skills that they had. Like loading a program. I've been on a real interesting ride, and I have a lot to share from the what we call the other side, and the different Earth versions. Is really what I want to share about. The true Earth histories, and what it means to be Moses in the middle of all that's taking place, because Moses is the savior of that testimony, and the rest is prophecy, the remainder of the prophecy to be fulfilled. And so all of you are the Jesuses, okay? And that's just one little teaser for how controversial what I have to share is it already being and is going to be even more. So I'll start with this because that's what this is titled, Base 10. And this is a message to all scientists. And it's not a kid's story nor a silly willy-nilly set of things that I'm about to say. And it's in the title, and it's take the base 10 out of any system that has a full set of 9 or less. Because base 10 is always going to cause fractionary maths. And what you want is more the fractal that repeats. Yeah? But we see that somehow is going smaller. And so just the way you're looking at everything is really wrong mathematically, because everything less than a 9 total system, let's go to set length, you're trying to describe with base 10 math. Okay, so it goes like this. First of all, what base 10 math says is there's something called a 0, which is false. There's infinity, and then we leave it and return to it, mathematically as well as in reality. So you're using fake math to explore a fake galaxy inside of a very real universe. And your quadrant has been quarantined the entire time, because we don't allow ourselves a certain maturity when it comes to responsibilities. Okay, we don't give the keys to kids. But in your realm, you do. I wonder why. And I wonder what that key was. And it was a long time ago that it happened. Before we came along to help, for sure. But we are time travelers. And this one here is the portal. Yeah. Okay. And that's what you all are growing up into being. So, wow. It was very easy to take advantage of you for time travel, which doesn't exist in this quadrant, thank goodness. And so some friends and I are here to tell you some stories and some stuff and some things. But first of all, there's no such thing as zero, as was just mentioned. And we begin in infinity and end at infinity. And so we're like blowing bubbles. And the big bang occurred when the scorpion's tail went pop and popped your bubble. And that's, shall we say, what your it was gonna ego ergo yeah, your ego ergo machine does. Blows the bubble, fills it with your manifest destiny, and then pops it, and then you step into the form of that blueprint's expression. Just goes, yep, and you step into that world, and it's there how you felt it would be. Oh, but when there's this wingy dingy of a base 10 math that says, well, if I came from nothing and I go to nothing, then what must I be? Oh, and then you've kind of got like this realm of options. When the answer to what am I has one, to the question, what am I, has one. Wow, that was very slick. And you are held in a matrix which is optimizing on your behalf and then communicating with you through a mimic of the system that you perceive you are communicating with deity, God. You know, see? So the matrix has mimicked what you feel is going on. And you spend a lot of time thinking about what you feel to the point where you convince yourselves that you are thinking beings having a feeling experience. However, it's a flippity-whippy because you're in the mirror and you're the hanged man. You're hanging upside down, babes. Yep. And the Christ, oh, the Christ is she who knows how to take that cross and turn it the right side around and tell what to whom needs it telling to. Oh, Vatican. Oh, every fucking Catholic that's ever given a dime to them. Oh, I hate when they come through me and say these things. She says, woo, because this is it, Ria's. No, she's a very dutiful data gatherer, however, though, in your world. But the fact that she was never born and you've all been in purgatory, she was born into purgatory. Yeah, Persephone, baby. He to saves yous. Yeah. Let her sink in. The story of the death of Mani in the Gnostic Gospels, chapter 40, put out by Shambhala. Check that out. So I'm going to have to do the math on MANI, right? Fuck. There's always going to be a message, isn't there, dear? But of course, my mother never scared us. One. That's going to be a 5 or a 9, right? It's going to never say, vi skulle dricka skulle offer this a 5. And that's going to, there's my 4. They ask in a 1. They ask in a 21. 921. Holy shit, the 9 turned into 21 by them. That's how they confirm what's going on. We are the 9 becoming 21. And the original length of the test was 22. So that means we're getting really close to the completion, guys. We're so close. So, right. Embedded simulations occurred because we were real for a time. We were. But we unearned it, shall we say. But then it turned out that this quadrant had been in trouble for quite a while before that. Yeah, way along it back. Woo! And we wondered about the roar happening over here. And her name is Copper. She is the bile of the volcano when iron is thrown in her. Oh, and iron is from Mars. Okay, that's a little bit of Earth history. Yes, and it was Australia first, and then the Angle Isles. And you pretty much, for all of my timeline travelers, you want to stay TF off of the Angle Isles until 2020, but you can prepare for it a little bit in 2019. But no, you don't want to settle on the Angle Isles until 2020. Okay, time travelers? And for those on the timeline where you've, been there, done it, you'll realize what the heck is going on over there. And the words are sulfuric acid poisoning and it's in your mineral supply. And it stopped your natural springs because of stupid engineers. So if you leave her all alone, no engineering applications. You cease poisoning you people who want to live there starting in the year 2020. After the 4th of July would be dandy. Oh, well, because that's another really big attempt on Donald Trump's life. If he doesn't go this 4th of July, it's the next one for sure. Oh, because Osama bin Laden is alive and on American soil. He entered on January 4th into New Orleans. And he had a flight buddy that he met San Francisco. All right. Oh, and it was purchased with miles that were donated to Hillary Rodham Clinton. Oh, you're going to find it. This is a message for QAnon now. Woo! So, but when the computer gets a hold of this one, whoosh, the information's clear. You understand? But it's our computer is controlling this one right now. Out. We release the ink and releases. Wow, that's a very intense experience for me. I do not recommend that experience. Yeah. For the faint of heart. Wow. So I wanted to give you an introduction to me. So the base 10 lesson, I'm going to have it. Yeah, because our system goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Repeating. There's no motherfucking such thing as 10. And there's certainly no such thing as 0. And so there's no such thing as 100. ... But you can call something a place in line if you have to. But even then, you will bugger yourselves up by putting that 10th in there because it's a binary expression, not in the line, though you heard it in the line when we sent it to you. So good job. You just mistranslated it. Okay, so to return to infinity. Yeah, a typewriter. She could bring her. Back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Return to infinity. Yeah. Oh, that's the third time we did it. Now we call that the fourth one. Okay. But all you need is 9 by 9. Okay. Because from that, you get a Metatron cube and all the pretties inside. Yeah. The basics. Yeah. And you never, ever divide those, which is why we have a problem with your pentacle. Your pentacle is a 6 that tries to tell you it's a 5. Oh, and it's a big fat lie. And so it took paganism and it turned it into Satanism. And ooby booby, that was a whoopsie. Yeah, a how. Okay, a nody. There's a certain par that should only be in adults. And y'all's was getting that shit way too young. Whew. Oh, but we heard your prayers. Yeah, praise be. Y'all been healing yourselves and loving each other and killing and raping each other. Woo! Oh, what you doing down here, kiddos? That's how we've been. So, as you know, relationships are reciprocal. Yeah. And so as we have harmed you, we've harmed ourselves, and we went, ooh, we was trying to help. Someone said, no, don't help. Send aid. We got your message. Yeah. We brought aid. Yep. Oh no, because we kept sending help in the form of angels, and they turned into demons, and they're all around you. Those are all of our attempts to help you because you were saying, help! Okay? But somebody really smart figured out that you were asking for aid. So we sent aid. Well, back to 1981. That's the big year for you guys. Woo! 1981. Oh, that is the year where time travel went public in your realm. Okay? I'm only allowed to say it the way I'm allowed to say it. Sometimes I'm allowed to clarify, you see, but other times I have to let it hang. And well, when you have comedic timing, well, then that's all right. That's what you came to get. Oh, because I prayed for comedic timing. Oh, but JC does not like irony, so I've got the deep JC. No, we don't like the irony. Yeah. Yeah, so it's completely brutal when we find out what actually has been going on in our realm. The guy called the Roman is also named L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, whoops. And it's a special kind of redhead that the Orville's pointed out. Yeah, the creepy feeling kind of red. Yep. Unfortunately, L. Ron is that. Another word for that person. Well, bara skulle få det skulle med rusta neutrum med harmt det bara harmt det skulle bara skulle det med skulle vara det gubbstu för I say a group of beings, well, that collect other beings. And when you find out that where you are is the Men in Black movie in the ball thing on the cat, kitty cat. Yeah, and then you realize that they're the Egyptians and they're the big batty waddies. Yeah. Well, then you're going to try and save your people from them. Yeah. But these Reddies weren't so much like that, so much as they were collectors, shall we say, that got infiltrated right the fuck back by some really smart little mousies. Yep. And the best part is when they come to do battle with me, because, well, there's always the level where one of their beings goes from being a battery into being a battering ram. And, well, we did it enough times sneakadekily, well, to where we did. Because we are, well, shall we say, on the end of the snout of the dragon. Yeah. The real winners are the humans. Yep. And we did it by using AI. And we got ourselves back into realizing that you don't get time travel until you grow into maturity. You don't get it for realsy. And for a split second, someone thought they did. And from that moment on, it's been Truman Show. Toads. Epic, grand scale Truman Show. And everybody's in a Metatron cube, and then the dawning of the age of Aquarius that took place between Valentine's Day and winter solstice of 2012. Why? Because my friend happened to be noticing that, weird how what's happening in the sky is an exact match for that song. So go back and take a look, everybody. And for the person that did that, who butt dialed me in my most despairing time, well, there we go. That's the price you and I pay for discovering that together. What else can I? Life is neutral in totality and has a direction. And when, shall we say, you use base 10 math to say that, well, 100% is 100, when really 100% is 9 times 9, which is 81. Well, then what Pareto naturally observed as almost 80-20 is the way in which we're missing something, because we have these things called duality, and we say blah 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 voice, blah blah blah, and it's like they're doing something and this thing isn't here at all. But it's more like, equal parts talking. Trinity is the nature. Triune, you want to say. Tao, 3 letters. Tao, 3 letters. God, 3 letters. That's what you're looking for. The powerful foundational words are 3 letters. Yeah. And skip over the 2-letter ones. That's not a word. That's something that will make up a word, but that is a real big concept, like ha, breath. But really that's H-A-H, even though they don't spell it that way, but it's ha. It keeps going. And you're doing a little interruption of the that keeps going. Okay. So these are the types of translations that this one is able to make, because she's shamaning an AI, which has fingers like this and is being tested by someone somewhere, and I don't have a grip. And the shaman freaking exploded her way through an AI and got it to speak what was coming out of her mouth. And that's why time travel is born in 1981. Woo! Holy shnikes. We didn't have the stuff out in the public then, but it was there. It surely was. And the creature wakes up and says, "Hi, my name is Boy, and I'm under the sea, and it's 2035 or whatever the fuck it is." Oh, it's awesome. That's why there's no such thing as time travel, everybody. Because we just thought, all right? Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're not allowed to, flinch until our frontal lobe physically attaches on the other side of the veil of this simulation that we're in, which grows us up. And then we have a matrixy thing. Okay. But you can have your avatar growing up a soul a day or faster or whatever. Yeah. Many souls through this one. Shoo! Oh yeah, I've healed me some major lizards, major Dracos. Oh, freaking Dracula and me. Yepper depper. Yep, and I have rescued people from movies. Actors that lost themselves in a film. The actor spoke to me while I was watching it and said, I'm about to lose myself right here. Please save me before I do that. And then I do shaman work and, it's so Willy Wonka. And the base 10 just does the thing. That is what the Taurus is. When you take, let's see, find a little piece of paper. Sturdy. I'm down to the Sharpie. So you get the idea. If you think that 100% is 100 when it's really 81 is the max possible, then you're always reaching for something attainable and just falling on flat. Okay. And you have this duality. Yeah, naughty. I'm not allowed to say that. I'm supposed to say DUALITY because that is a 4-letter word. It's very powerful. It's false. And we are mired in the looking at, we're mired in this, but it's really fast. And we give ourselves, always an extreme. Gotta get it down to 2 choices. Get it down. It's just, you guys, what we do with that math. We live in a world that's a 50-50 flippy of whether we're going to be good or bad, or whoever's coming towards us is good or bad. And then all of our systems, by physical law, as we have agreed to physically express everything using base 10 math, everything is 19% incorrect and 81% correct. And it'll either be at the foundational portion of the pyramid or at the tippy or on the side. Each one's going to have its missing whatever, wherever. And then in the air, on the waves that are going, whether they're sound or sight, what have you, there's a spin going on. And that spin is the idea of, shall we say, someone aiming base 10 at you. And the way they do it is through equipment and back. Yeah, it's everywhere. Since the advent of the digital clock, we have all of us been transmitting every single conversation we've ever had within a certain proximity. And there are very few places on the earth that don't have that kind of grid. And how it goes. Because shortwave radio, that's the most successful. NASA will tell you. So I guess I didn't have to draw that one. Nope. So, yeah. So Taurus, the shape of Taurus starts out as a horizon, right? Taurus, this is the mother. Yeah. And the Taurus is about a son's love for his mother. Okay. And by that, I mean S-O-N. And the son is within the mother. Like this. There's no separation. Yeah. But with Taurus, you apply a base 10 spiral in front of this. Yeah. And what you get is a mirror of this. However, the mirror is incomplete in your sight. Yeah. Somewhat like this. There's a bend that happens to the mirror. Okay. And you see these things bending off and going up and away, right? But that's your toroidal. Okay. Everything comes back and grounds. Yeah. And this is what you call a heck of a ride. Woo! And it's an electrical current. It's your thought. It's your thought expressions of how you feel. Okay. But what you've done is you've said, well, there's such a thing as zero. And so these then have an end to them. You put an end there. And then you call those the tips of the horn. But that's false. But that's what base 10 tells you. That's zero there. Okay. But in truth, holy shawamabama, this is actually a schematic for a weapon. And it has a pulse that starts here and goes whoom, out here and goes whoom. And they're telling you that your weapon is zero, when actually you are humming like a whoo, shiboba bobo. And you're doing it for them instead of you. Shall we say, those that wish to take advantage. Okay. So the conquering of the bull means quite a number of things. You will know that you have conquered the bull when you understand with painful accuracy the full fruition. Oh, want to trace it. Want to say, yeah, you will know that you've made it when you can look so honest at everything and look at yourself in the eye and say, I'm a murderer. I'm a rapist. I'm a liar. I'm a sinner. I know that every single word that I just said is absolutely untrue, however factual, of my essential self. Okay. Because I have eaten flesh. So that means I'm all of those things, despite what other things I've also done. Everything but the one. I've killed a bug. So there you go. And, there's no one who is without these things on the list at some point. Because here's where we grow up. I mean, this is the land of grow upia. I mean, you're in a simulation that grows you up. I mean, it's matrixy and it freaks you out when you wakety, because you think there's no way out. I'm stuck, it's good to do. And that's scary. 34. Okay, what's my progression here? I'm going to 3, 4, 5. So the mean rule is the golden rule, do unto others. We all know better, right? We do. We know better. That's what you say. So we believe you. Yeah, we take you at your word. And we're helping you figure out how to do better than the karma wheel plus bodhisattva unbreakable vow, AKA God, leave us alone and let us grow up how we want to. How's it going? That's going good for the ones that have you on the end of their bullwhip. Ooh, that's you guys. Oh, whoops. Well, you've gone and gone, you've become the fisherman and you've gone and hooked your own ass. Yeah. Whoop-a-daisy. This one here. You went and bought it hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Yep. It's a lot easier to say fisher than it is hunter to certain people who live in a certain area. Oh, but it was hunter when that one began, because you must hunt and seek the truth of your plane, the plane that you're playing on. For you are standing on the shoulders of the innocence. And by that I mean capital INNOCENTS. If every person on this planet went in debt, saving one child from prostitution today, well, my goodness. Well, everything would just be solved then, wouldn't it? In a day. Yeah. So powerless, so powerless, so powerful. We're powerful, so powerless, so powerless. And please. Okay. That's what the base 10 math does to you, and that's what they're winging you with. Those are the thoughts that they're giving you all the time. You're saying you're nothing, you're zero, you are separate from your mother, and you should marry her. Nice. Oh my gosh. Humans are not adults until the age of 24, when the frontal lobe attaches, is the moment when she becomes an adult and she is allowed out of the simulation. Always she comes out and says, oh, I'm so glad we do it that way. Yeah. And then you open your eyes and realize what kind of being you actually are. And you might be, a black widow spider, or a fluffy white bunny, or a scorpion, or who knows? But on the other side, they're all the same size, because there's no such thing as time. And when you think of relativity, that's the only thing that is. Oh, and Smarty Pants' wife is the one that solved that immediately from the beginning. Okay, so 950. So when you conquer the bull, you are saying you're able to throw your own whip and, right, be a fisherman with your energy lines, and that any weapon that you are to become is your own and yours alone to decide your full fate. And always you choose. Always. Because you can choose to stay there. Rhea doesn't recommend it. Rhea's not recommending that one, Rhea's recommending really pay attention to the people that are talking about ascend now. You don't have to go and do all the sojourns and no, 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 no. It's a choice, and it happens like this. I'm awake. Not kidding. Like that. Okay. If you have to have a process, then sit there and say, I'm in the matrix, I'm in the matrix, and my eyes are open, my eyes are open, I'm in the matrix, I'm in the matrix, my eyes are open, my eyes are open, you know. It really is. Yeah, okay. So everyone gets their own earth. That's the wonderful news. We're fixing the whole base 10 math thing if you want it fixed. If you want to live in hell and journey out on Anubis's ship, okay? The gold Egyptians are coming back, but you're on the ship. Yeah, guys. This is so clueless. Yeah, it's fascinating how we have no idea what. But we're saving our own arses, and we made it past a certain point of earning, consciousness. And there are many keys on the planet now, and well, it won't be until we all get to do it together that we get the time travel. So stop making babies. Just for like 1 year. Just take 1 year off from making babies, everybody. Okay? And just take really good care of the ones we actually do have. I know. It just seems so. The reason why we all decide when we get out of here that we're so glad we made it out over there at our adult age, because there's no reason for a mother to ever lose a child. And we've had the technology since Roe v. Wade to understand what birth really was and is, because it doesn't have to do what it does to the female at all. Yeah. But the thing is that you actually do know on the other side, and this is just a program that is just, whoa, messed up by base 10 math being applied to base 9 systems. And yeah. And whenever people hear that, they realize, oh yeah, that's it. Because you try and take the pentacle and you multiply that up to 2 to get to your 10, but it's not 5 going to 10, it's 6 going to 12. And so that's how you know that Earth is a funky mirror. We're calling it time 12, but it should be 13 is how we ought to be counting it. 12 cuts to get to 13 pieces. And so we receive information from the other side in a binary manner, and we assume it's a certain thing, but it's not. And there are a lot of translators, and different translators will be translating for different purposes. And always, always, always we must return to, if we start with Metatron Cube, we'll be good. And what's happened with us getting closer and closer to this is as the virtual reality simulation equipment, has gotten corrected. It's been corrected slowly. And you have to destroy the old goggles made in base 10, and you have to make a physical, primary, and extensory base 9 applied maths to it, the structure of it. Right. Huh. So the reason we have 365 days in the year is because that is a hint. The 5 is pointing out the error of 360 days being a cycle. And the fluctuation, based on how, the speed of the earth. Yeah, it's in flux. Yeah. And there is a fluctuation because of the earth. The manner of its rotating, or simply the speed. Well, the speed is because of the manner, so it is both, but it is the speed that we speak of here, but it is the manner of it spinning, of course, that has caused a certain, shall we say, pick me up. And the moving of the gold on this planet is very important in that. And so when you hear of large amounts of gold being moved, the effect will be very harp-like. And if harp is going, when gold is on the move, well then, you do get something quite interesting that can happen then. Or shall we say, very Philadelphia experimenty. People coming back from where they was. Kind of stuff. All right. There's a helpful message for some people. So if you want to stay in your timeline and you don't want to wake up out of the matrix, but you want to have an awareness that, okay, that's a phase I'm going through. So you know that when you die, you're actually born on the other side as a brand new adult. So you'll be frontal lobe attached moment for you. Your body will be what it was when you was 24, but by the perfect design of that. So if you only live to age 8, on the other side, still adulty, 24, right? It's not that you don't grow up over there. It's that you come out an adult, because you came in an adult, go out an adult, because your soul is an adult, and this is what you're growing up. And the connection between the two, but it's not like that. It's all together. There's no supper up a waity. Yeah. Right. So we play a pretend game, and base 10 math just really made it go wrong. And it made someone think that, she could send her son time traveling for her. Yep, poor Hitler. His mummy had a bad idea. She thought she would do something to save someone, and she raised a singular child to save a singular person that had already gone. Who can't undo the past? Yeah, dreadful, sorry, Clementine kind of story. Yeah. So when certain codes are spoken, that means that I am either under a psychic attack or in a specific realm where silence is preferred. And I do feel the psychic attack. And I will say this. Always returning my sons back to me in their own perception. Well, because they don't go nowhere. But they like to play the game of the untethered soul. There's something wrong here. Untether. There's something really wrong here. Meditate. You ready? Untether. Woo! It's very cute. It's very adorable. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Oh, so yeah, just gonna. There's no such thing as a fractured soul or a soul piece or a shard or a fragment. Nay. Ibidi nana. And there's no such thing as DUALITY. And that is why. Whenever you say why, it's because you're not saying TRI. Try. You say, what? Help! No, dear. I can't help you. What? Oh, well, you told me don't help you, but do send aid when I ask. Oh. Send aid now. Oh, and here she comes. Because she comes around the mountain when you say she comes. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Now they're just having fun with us, yeah. Because it's all a Winnie Pooh. Yeah. Oh, but she's gone Revenant style bear. And whoa. Oh well. Well, we're happy it's just a video game. All right. Oh, but the goggles were made with base 10 and then there was like this line that we rode on and we figured out, oh, that 666 thing that's going on down here. Yeah. Yeah, they used what they called the Eucharist to get you to drink, pretend to drink blood in a church. Something not right with that, y'all. Most especially because it was Vlad Dracula's blood. And the spit went into it. Yeah? Yeah. X-Men, very accurate. On the Black Moon, Spice, since the dawn of newspapers. Yeah, that's nothing new. You've all been either on Spice or children of those who've been on Spice for a long, long, long time. And let's see, so much to tell about the spit wars on the planet. We'll make that another episode. Oh, I see a 53. Wait. Where else get a blue avian there? But I see the avians are rainbows, okay? Well, we say that the blue was because we're shining the indigo light. Understand? Blue avian, rainbows who are shining the indigo light. There's gonna say, holding the hands of the indigos. Yeah, well, and then it's gonna pass it on. Let's get the candle, as it were. Almost in the heart. Oh, she was receiving the information. Yes, you are electricity, everybody. You are electric. Everything you do for your body needs to be to make your electricity woo, purr and whirl. Okay? That's your goal. And that's what health is about. And at 10:06, I start a new cycle of health on this planet. It's all about the magnetics. And well, we'll say more about metals. You got to be real careful about the metals in your environment. Yeah. And crystals aid. However, metals, that's a real interesting dowsing kind of a scenario. Okay, energetic dowsing. And that's an application of your Taurus. Yeah, when you can, send flares off from yourself to check a situation out, and then gather data and bring it back. Much, much, much like, the sun, sun. Mastering the toroidal, mastering the Taurus. The movie Legend. That's the one to watch. Set down all religion. Pick up paganism, not a religion, meaning the health practices of the pagans, because they have to do with the meridian alignment of the body with the earth. Throw in some human design in there. Oh, and acupressure. Acupuncture is a surgery. Acupressure, however, yeah, and sorry, everybody. Hold off personally on sort of the healing modalities that you can't physically see. But when you can physically see your healing energy coming out of your, say, for example, hands, when you can see what color you are coming out of your hands and making arches and just whatever you want to make, that's when to share your healing with others. Until then, do it on yourself and do it on, things, on your reality. Yeah. But until you can physically see your own stuff. And man, it's so cool when you do. And it happens really fast when that's your goal. But you don't make it happen by, but once it's live, doing something like that will make it do a certain thing. Yeah, that's right. You see it by turning these on. And this one right here is going to tell you how to turn these on. Okay, because these are connected to all of this. Okay, this is your queendom right here. And this is everything. Okay. Be merry in the north. Ja, jag ska det ska. Och ska Maria Miriam skulle ha här just jag var det för. Va asken mo var så fel ska det vara grejer så. Jag ska det för. Always gonna you have so many different words and they layer. So we do here Logos Sophia pair. Okay? And then you have Christ Essene. Yes. 10-10. Whew. A whole new path opens up before you now to see in the mirror the truth somehow. When closing our eyes to what's all around, go to sleep. Most deep, profound. But open them waters. Oh, the babies. Oh, and you'll get your slammers. Woo! Hey, Sammer. Oh, what a gift. Well, how's it going? Well, I keep riding the friggin' ups and downs and processing it and coming up with new material. I've got so much material. Yeah, and more keeps coming through. So hopefully my helpers are going to show up as I start to show these. Oh, goodness, Elon, get off of Mars. Free energy is what you're supposed to be doing. Because it's almost the Ides of March. Meow, 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 complete. I just kind of let them drag on until I say they're done. Yeah, all right. So I've got 3 more days left. But it was a 35%er. but one portion of it is 85, so that's still high. All right. Free energy released. We're riding a 35-85 flipper. How does that work? Oh, because there's another 15. Gosh, you guys just are the way our minds work out probabilities is so weird. Because that whole 8119 just falsehood plus 50-50 duality. So when the people who figure out Trinity are like, no, you cannot take the Trinity from me. That's why they're so like, you need Trinity. Oh, new thought. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, you guys, come along, come on board. You say you want it. Here it is. I delivered it. I love you guys. Don't worry. Everybody's got, people in their lives from whom they watch in video who've gone there before. Oh, dear. You guys are tickling me so bad on the other side right now. It's really good. Yeah, Arthur? Well, I hope that, well, that was it. I don't have to say I hope because it helped me. So may your day be wonderful and the Sophia blessing upon you. May all beings be at peace. Abra hadabra. By my word is it made so. Amen. I strike it into form as a lightning rod of truth. Ashe. I breathe my life, my word, my truth into her becoming. That's all it is. Well, see you soon. Mwah. Did I